Hi, I'm Lulu, but for the next few minutes, I'll be your friendly neighborhood snark reader because I've got to warn you about Jaws by Peter Benchley. Now I know what you're thinking.
What? You didn't like Jaws? It's one of Steven Spielberg's best movies.
And yeah, I'd agree with you. I loved Jaws, the movie. The story's tight and well written, the characters are colorful and likable, and almost every line is iconic. So logically, the book should have been great. I mean, it's been my experience that movies never quite do justice to the books they're based on. Frankenstein, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Dracula, The Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit. Especially The Hobbit. Some adaptations are better than others, but most are incapable of capturing what we loved about the books. As my sister says about the Harry Potter series, the books make you feel like a wizard, the movies make you feel like a muggle. The movies got most events basically right, but they lost a little something in translation. Something inherent to books that simply can't be translated to another medium. So I went into Benchley's novel with wicked high expectations, which made it all the more painful when they were mercilessly crushed. The book's opening is almost identical to the movies. A drunken, sexy couple wanders into the ocean, boy passes out on shore, girl gets naked and then gets chomped. Fun for the whole family. But things go off the rails pretty quickly. For one thing, the characters are nowhere near as fun as they are in the movie. Nor are they particularly likable. I have a visceral hatred for Hooper, who, in the novel, gets, shall we say, intimately involved with Chief Brody's wife, Ellen. Ellen, in fact, is the second of the two protagonists in the book. She's a major character and,
She's the worst! She's the worst person in the world. Huge skank.
If Benchley wanted me to have sympathy for this lonesome housewife, which I suspect he did, he failed miserably. She's unsatisfied with her husband because he's poor and she's rich. So she bangs Hooper because he's from a rich family. In the end, she decides to stick with Brody because she got the whole I want to bang a rich guy to feel important about myself thing out of her system. So she's cool to settle for her broke husband. And we're supposed to think she made some incredible personal sacrifice. And because Ellen is such a prominent character, we hear about her desires far too often and far too explicitly. But when I read a book about a shark, I kind of want to read a book about a shark, not about an aging rich lady who fantasizes about all the dirty things she wants to do to some younger man. And meanwhile, some shark stuff is happening in the background. So anyway, Chief Brody is miserable and mopey for the entire book, which it's understandable given his circumstances, but I liked the story better when those weren't his circumstances. And it's such a small thing, not a deal breaker by any means, but one of my favorite parts of the movie, and I know I'm not alone in this, is when Quint tells Hooper and Brody about the shark feeding frenzy he survived after his ship, the Indianapolis, was sunk. It's tense, it's moody, and you're gripped by every word. And of course, it's not in the book. Quint makes a throwaway comment at one point about such an event, but there's no drama, no real takeaway from the scene. It's nothing. So if you're like me and you typically prefer books to movies and you've been thinking about giving the Jaws novel a shot, don't. Just put on the classic 1975 Spielberg adaptation and enjoy the show. Final score? 3 Lonesome Housewives out of 10. But that's just this reader's opinion. If you disagree, drop a comment, tell me what I got wrong, like and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and I'll see you in the next video.